So it's all about focus. And the reality is that focus or lack of focus is what's killing companies today. It's all about focusing on the critical few things versus the important many, as Jim Collins talked about. And I think the key for all entrepreneurs is to make sure that they themselves, their leadership team, and their employees are all completely focused on the top one or top three things they actually need to get done. The reality is there's so much busy work, there's so much distraction, there's so many side hustles, there's so many other things that people can be doing that it's the lack of focus that's killing all of our companies. Focusing on the right demographic, the right psychodemographic profile, the right marketing, the right message, focusing on the right tasks and activities during the day. The reality is we only have a certain finite amount of hours during the day that we can be hyper productive in. And the lack of focus is what's actually destroying our companies from the inside out. So I even have an app on my computer right now that forces me to commit to my number one thing of the day. And every time I open up a new browser, it actually asks me to stay focused on that number one thing. I've used an app called Commit to Three, where I commit my top three priorities to another person and they commit theirs to me. We did that for about 2 years. I commit my top 5 projects to my team on a weekly basis, and then I show them whether I hit or missed, and those stay right at the top of my inbox. I also have inbox zero. So the only email in my inbox at the end of the day, read or unread, is my top 5 for the day. So that whole ability to stay hyper-focused is what drives success. Our job as entrepreneurs is to make sure that our employees are staying hyper-focused as well. It's helping to actually refocus them, to kind of check them to the boards and make sure they're focusing on the critical few things. There's so many distractions in our business and social media and ideas they generate from masterminds and from books and from podcasts and speaking events that often pulls us off course. So staying focused on your vivid vision, staying focused on your goals for the year, staying focused on your quarterly projects and your key rocks or priorities, that's really what's going to get you to be successful. So ask yourself on a daily basis or weekly basis, how focused are you? How focused are your employees? How focused is your leadership team? How focused is your entire company? And then what can you do to get yourself back and focused on that daily and weekly basis? Because focus is what's going to yield results. Think about light for a second. If you've got light that's dispersed, it lights up a room. But if you highly focus, it's like a laser beam and it actually cuts through steel. And it's amazing to watch different employees or different team members or even different business areas. The ones that are focused get so much more results versus the ones that are scattered. Something to think about.